Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. No, Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. I have a video for you today. I hope you're all doing well. And if you're new here, welcome. A very, very warm welcome. If this is your first time stopping by, for all of my faithful followers and those new ones, thank you so much. Your comments mean the world to me. I'm sorry for coming on so late. I actually did a video and it just took too long because I did the whole journal and it was over an hour. So I thought I really didn't need to do the whole 11 pages for you to understand how I did the binding. So let me do a little flip through of my journal and then I'll show you how to put it together, okay? So the papers are from Paperomia, and she has asked me, she's on Etsy, and at the end of May or beginning of June, I did a couple of things. I'll show you them. Excuse me, using her kit. And then I had to go out of town, and I had all my pages printed and ready to go, but I hadn't put it together yet. But I had made these two just as kind of like, little journaling cards, or they could be whatever you wanted them to be. They could be journal toppers, for your journal, say if you were doing them like on a plain page, or pretend that that's not going to be a topper. Let me take that off. But you could do this for a journal topper, and that would look so pretty. And this is just on some music paper that I printed on cardstock. This is my own. It's a French, it's like a cardstock almost, and it was from a friend from France. So I just cut this part out. I fussy cut all the flowers. Oh, the butterfly wing turned, sorry. And then, I don't know why that did that. But anyway, so then I collaged the whole thing by cutting out all the flowers that were in one of the pictures, okay? And then I had also made a tall one, and I just put the metal in for no reason. I just thought that would look nice. And again, you could use that for a journal topper, which I had planned on, but then changed my mind on what I was going to do with it. But isn't that beautiful? And again, I cut the middle out of the page, and then I fussy cut all these flowers out of one of the floral pages, and the butterfly, and he's got little wings. And I did a little bird nest here with some gold threads, and then I put some glossy accents here and there, and some gold rub and buff, as you can see, on the edges. But you could use gold acrylic paint if you wanted to. So those would be like journal toppers. Okay, so that's really what I made them to be. And this is everything in the kit. This is a background page, and then this is the middle of another page. And like I said, these are two birds from two different pages, but I thought that he looked lonely, so I cut out another one and put that there. But you could go back several videos and see it. It's like towards the end of May, if you want to see how these are made, because they are really pretty as journal toppers. So this is my journal, and again, it's Paperomia, and the spring collection is 106 pages, all different colors. You name the color: pinks, whites, yellows, aqua, blues, all spring, pastel colors. So this is, let me put this aside because that's going to be our example. So that's my first page, and this is my binding, and I left the strings long because I don't know yet what I'm going to do, and it's called a loop binding, and it's by Martha Creates. That's where I saw it. The first time I saw it was on Pinterest, and I had made one, but it was a long time ago. So anyway, Martha Creates does this, and you can go to her YouTube channel as well and watch her do it if you wanted to see how she does it. She does a few pages and then she speeds through the rest. And I thought that I'd do 4 pages and go slower, okay? So that's my first page. And it's going to have ephemera and different pockets, top loading pockets and things like that. And I'll do that tomorrow. in the next video. And that's my next page. It's very hard to choose your pages. Very, very, very hard because the pages are so gorgeous. And there's another page. And like I said, these are shrunk down to 70%. And it's 8 length by 6 wide. Aren't they beautiful? They're so pretty. And I think I have 12 pages total. And then on the back is going to go this. I didn't cut it all the way out because I'm going to make a top loading pocket with that. I have others that I'm going to use within the book as top or side loading pockets. So that's the journal. Now I'll show you how I did the binding. And this is great for kits that have 1 page or that you want to use just the whole page. It's a perfect binding and it looks so pretty. And like I said, I don't yet know what I'm going to do with the strings. I might just do beads from this top. I might do some beads and buttons. I might do, I don't know yet. That's why I left them long. Okay, so that's my journal. I'll show you some of the ephemera once we get through with, let me put this over here. I'll show you some of the ephemera once we get through how to do the binding. So all I did was I took out, these were misprints. So, and I can still use them for ephemera and things like that. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and that's my back page. That's 4, okay? And the misprints because I printed the background pages upside down. Well, you can't even tell in these pages, but they are. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're upside down, see? That goes this way, that goes that way. It's supposed to go that way. So, we'll pretend it's not upside down. And what you want to do is, you want to measure your pages first. So my pages are 8 inches long, okay? So what I did was I took my ruler, I figured out how long my pages were, right? Like this. And they were 8 inches long. So what I did was I marked with my pen, or you can use your pencil. I made a template. So it's 8 inches long. So I went to 4 inches because that's my middle. And then I went up here and I came down 1 inch. And then I went down to my bottom and I came up 1 inch, okay? Then I came in 1/4 of an inch here, as you can see, and I put a dot. I didn't put the hole, I just put a dot. This is my second time doing the video, as you can see. So I only put a dot. Then you can take a hole punch or your crocodile and punch all your holes. Okay, so this is my template. Now what I did was I took my pages like this, and I took my template like this, and I put it up against my first page. No, I didn't do it that way. I did it this way, okay? And I took my paper punch because I didn't think, you know, in case you don't have a crocodile. That's in 1/4 of an inch, and I simply went along here and I punched each hole on every page. Okay? So I'll put that aside, and there we go. So now all my holes have been punched, and they're all even because I used my template. And all I did was the same thing. I went on each page, I took my pen, I made a dot after I made the dot on my template, and I punched. Then I took my template away and I used my top page. I used the page I did. I lined it up. I took my pen. I made a dot. I took this away. and I went in with my hole punch and I punched the dots. Then I took this page and I did the same with this page, put this aside. Then I took this page, I did this page, and then I was done. Okay? So those are my pages. That's my template. Now what you want to do is, I've got 3 holes, okay? So because I have 3 holes, I need to multiply those 3 holes by 3 holes by, no, I have 4 pages with 3 holes. So I have to multiply 3 by 4. 3 holes, 4 pages equals 12. Okay? So I need, wait a minute, that's wrong. Hold on. I have 4 pages, 3 holes each. $11 pages times 3 was 33. So 4 times 3 is 12, right? 4 times 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 inches. I don't know why I second guessed myself. But I cut mine longer just because I wanted to make sure I had enough string. So I actually, with mine, even though I only needed 33 inches, I did 36. So even though I only need 12, I'm going to go ahead and do like 15. So that's 14. I'm going to do 1 more inch. So 15. So then you just do 1 and you cut it. I'll cut it here. And then you just measure it for the same length. So like I said, it's easier if you have more string than, because you can always cut your string. And I'm using wax linen thread, but you can use anything. You could use ribbon, you could use anything. And you want to come in at least 1/4 inch because you don't want your pages to tear when you're tying it, and you'll see. So now I've got 3 pieces, right? I've got 1 for each hole. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to bring you down a little bit lower so you can see what I'm doing more clearly. So I'm going to take my pages. I'm going to make sure they're in order, which they should be. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now I'm going to take my pages, I'm going to turn them. Here's the front, here's the back. I'm going to start with my back page and my first string, right? And I'm going to take this page and I'm just going to turn it over this way. And I'll start from the bottom like this. Did I turn my pages over? Oh, no. Okay, so I turned my pages over like this. This is confusing me. So let me start that over. Here's your pages. Turn them over. Take your first page. Flip that over. Go through the top with your string looped and both ends meeting up. You're going to take your loop like so, and you're going to put that loop through this hole. And I meant to bring you down, so hold on. Let me bring you down. I think that's low enough. And I'll move these out of the way. So I put my loop through the top. I'm going to put these 2 strings right through that loop. And I'm going to pull it, but not tight because I don't want to rip my paper. Just pull it taut, put your thumb there. Then you're going to take your second string. Again, you want to make sure that your ends are together like this, right? And then you're going to go through here and simply do that, okay? And this is great for papers that you don't want to fold, pages that you don't want to fold and you want to do a full page. And there's my third string. And I'm going to put it through the hole like so, right? There's the loop. I'm coming through the top and I'm just pulling it like this. Now I'm going to take my second page, right? And I'm going to go through the top like this. And I'm just going to make sure it's not all tangled like this, right? And I'm going to take those two strings and I'm going to bring them through and loop it. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Bring them through. And then I'll show you how to tie it off. Bring them through here like this and pull it taut. And then again through the top. And just pull. And again, take your next page through the top. And bring both strings and pull it taut. Take this one, put it through the top, take your two strings and pull it taut. And I'm using wax linen thread, but like I said, you can use anything you wanted to string this. You just need to fold it over, pull it through, separate your strings, pull both strings through, pull it taut. And your last page, which is your front page, you're going to go through the top, and pull it through. Go through the top, like so, and pull it through. And I'm not pulling hard, I'm kind of pulling more up than I am this way. So I'm pulling it up like this. Take your two strings, put them through. And this is just 4 pages, but you could do 20 pages, you could do 90 pages. Just make sure you multiply by 3 or 2 or 5, however many holes you have. So if you have 4 holes, then you want to multiply by 4, if that makes sense. Multiply your pages by 4. Okay? So now you're done. You've got all your pages. They're nice and snug. pull up, not this way, you don't want to tear your pages, and pull up. Then you want to look at your pages. You know, everything seems to be going the right way, but you won't be able to really tell with mine. Don't open them all the way because you have to knot it off first. Okay, so now you're at your front. You're going to take your 2 strings like this. Okay, one is on one side, one's on the other. You're going to take this string and you're going to come around and come through the top like this. Okay, that's your, say, your bottom string, and just come through the top. And then this string, you're going to go through the top and come through the bottom. And then you're going to simply pull it just a little bit and pull it up again. And then you're going to go left over right, or right over left. Girl Scout days. Right over left, left over right. So there's 1. And left over right, there's 2. And then I just make 1 extra knot. And I'll just make an extra knot. So I'll do the next one. So get the 2 threads. You put this through here. And bring it through the top like this. And this one you bring through the top. And come out through the bottom. Slide that out through the bottom. Like that. Pull it up. A little taut. And you want to go left over right. And right over left. And then 1 more, just for good measure. And then you can decide what you want to do with your strings. Again, just make sure you pull this up, not this way. You don't want to tear your pages. So go up, separate your strings. You take your bottom one, go through here. You're only going through the top page, maybe. Bring it around, take this one, and go the other way. And I hope I explained all of this right. You could watch the video and then do it. It will be much easier. And then tie your knot. Make sure you pull it up before you tie your knot, and then tie it. I should have made sure everything was even Steven before I did that, but it looks it. And 1 more for good measure. And it's that simple. There we go. Nope. And 1 more for good measure. And now I'll lift you back up and I'll show you your results, or my results. And then leave your strings till you decide, you know, what you're going to do. Here we go. Hold on. That should be good. And here is our journal. So we've got our first page. And see how easy they turn. And the second page, third page, and fourth page, and you can keep going and going and going and going. Just follow the same thing. Through the top, spread it, pull it. Pull this way. Okay? So you can do as many pages as you want. You can do 4 pages, 10 pages, 20 pages, 80 pages, however many pages you want in your journal. And that's it. So again, measure your pages, multiply by 3. So I had 11 pages. Well, actually I had 12, but I thought I had 11. But I fixed it before I did this. So measure your pages, number of pages. So you want number of pages so you're not getting confused. So you want number of pages. Is 12. Measure your pages. My pages were 8 inches tall. So I wanted 3 holes. Okay? So then, since I wanted the 3 holes, 4, and then I came down 1 inch, and I came down, and I went up 1 inch. So I did 1 inch, 4 inch, 7 inch. Now you want to multiply the many holes that you have. If you only do 2, you multiply by 2. 3, multiply by 3. If you wanted 5, you multiply by 5. So 11 pages times 3 would be 33 inches. You want each string, per string, 33 inches. Okay, because 3 times 11 is 33. And then I, cut them at least 3 inches more than the 33. So, go 36. And then just cut your strings and do what I did. And that's it. And that's how you do it. It's called a loop string binding. Martha Creates is the last one I saw who did it. She does mixed media, and I've been following her doing her mixed media. But then I stopped doing the mixed media because it's going to be a long summer. I have lots of things that I'm doing and challenges that I'm doing and things like that. So I just wanted to put my mixed media away because I was starting to make a mess with my jelly played out and my matte medium out. And plus I was doing journals and I was getting mail in. And yeah, it was getting a little bit crazy. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I do have some ephemera. I'll go through that really quick and show you what I've done. So this is mini notepads. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do, and I did do this full page. That's a background page to use with this. And then these are printed at 60%, where my pages are printed at 70%. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet, but they're beautiful, and I wanted to put them in my journal. And then it comes with bookmarks. So I printed these. So it comes with this one, and this one, and this one. And I already I didn't back those. I guess I'm going to back them on that sheet because I did back the notepads already. These notepads are backed. Yeah. So I backed that. I just put it through my printer and backed it. And then I took and I printed and I made these little faux Polaroids. And all I did was cut it out and I left a 1/2 inch here. Is it a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch? I don't remember. It is a 1/2 inch. So it's a 1/2 inch at the bottom where I made for my faux Polaroids using those 4 prints. And then these are going to be journaling cards, which I still need to back and round the edges. And these are all different. They look the same. There's another faux journaling card. and another faux journaling card. And then this is going to be, these two are going to be something else. Actually, there's 3. I needed 3 to make this particular item. And this is at 50%. This was a scrap because I had printed it upside down, so I kept it for something. And this was a scrap as well, so I've just kept it because I'm going to make something from that. And I have other scraps as well. So that's it. Where's my journal? Oh, here's my journal. And this is going to be on the back of my journal, and you'll see why in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you were able to follow along. And like I said, these could be toppers, but unfortunately, I'm not using them as toppers. I don't know what I'll use them for yet, but they're pretty. Maybe on another journal, because I have 100 and, what was it? The spring kit is 100 and, this is what it looks like full page. This is another one, but I wanted to keep it botanical. But isn't she beautiful? And just everything just really pops right off the page. It's very beautiful. Her kits are very, very gorgeous. So that is Paperomia. I'll leave all the links to the other designers in the description box below, along with the Etsy shop and the link where you can buy this kit if you so choose. Okay? So what did I do with my, oh, it's right here. I'll put this here. Lots are on my desk. But that's going to be my journal so far. And it doesn't look very chunky now, but you know me. I always make a ton of ephemera. But those are the pages I've printed so far. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, be well, be kind, be safe, and God bless. Bye, y'all.